In terms of the positive, I just want to talk about that, the positive aspect of seeing the body as something that you are, right? She says that a woman, because her body continually through its structure, through its hormonal cycles, right? A woman's body tends to remind her on a regular basis that she's female, right? You don't usually see women running around trying to prove to everybody that they're women. Their bodies reveal it to them in a way. And so because of that close connection, Edith Stein says a woman experiences a very close body-soul connection, resulting in a kind of identification with her body. And the positive aspect to that is, A, she does recognize that her body is a part of her person. It's not just something she does things with. And a woman experiences this close connection. And so when a woman sees a body, she usually recognizes a person. And that's very important, right? In our culture, where there is so much objectification and looking upon persons as less than human, right? An object for pleasure, an object to dispose of. There's this whole, I think Pope Francis called it the throwaway culture. We have this culture of death, right? Where we don't see bodies as persons, right? And I know that in the pro-life movement, they've found out that when a woman is able to see a sonogram, a woman who might be abortion-minded, if she does have access to that sonogram, if she's able to visually perceive a living body in her womb, she is more inclined to recognize a living body. That's a person. So for her, she plays an important role. And John Paul talked about this term, it gets thrown around a lot, the genius of women. The feminine genius is really that ability to recognize a person. Women have this ability, this capacity, as he put it, to sort of help humanize the culture, to bring our recognition of persons. We see a body, we see a person, and that's really good. On the other hand, we see that in our fallenness, in our woundedness from original sin, we often, in that identification, there's a kind of over-identification with the body where we think we're just our bodies, right? And that's all we have to offer, right? And so many of the dangerous things that come from that, right? If I'm not beautiful enough, if I'm not perfect enough, if I'm not fit enough, right? If I don't have the right fashion, if I don't have enough people looking at me, if I can't gain attention toward my body, will I feel affirmed? And of course, we see how dangerous that can be, to not see yourself as more than your physical dimension. So that's the risk.